His passion is unmatched. His takes are outside the box. But nothing can beat Jake Turner's Red Zone picks. The talking heads of TV have nothing on his knowledge for the National Football League.
Fox Sports, ESPN.
His record speaks for itself.
Week 11 I went 10-4. Week 12 I went 14-2. Last week I went 11-4.
Here's Jake and his Red Zone picks for Week 15.
You couldn't be more right. Yes, it is the Red Zone picks here on Turner Chi-Town 773-966-2494. And yes, the Red Zone picks are something really special because, when we talk about what happened here with the Eagles and the Giants, and I'm glad I got that win, but I want to let you guys know a little secret here. My numbers are unbelievable. I was 12-4 for the second straight week in a row, and that bearing in mind, I know that you want me to stop rambling on here. Here are Week 16 of the Red Zone picks, and before that, let's wish you a Merry Christmas. All right, let's get on with it here. So the Eagles win that game. They won that one 24-19. I took the Eagles in that one. Washington at Chicago. Okay, I believe that the Bears just played their best game last week with Matt Barkley. The Redskins are angry. They're furious. They can't believe that they were a no-show on Monday against Carolina. You gotta go with the Redskins on this one. This is a gimme. Now, even though Chicago has won at home this year, they are still banged up. They'll have Jarrell Freeman back, but he's going to be a little rusty. Take the Redskins in this one. Miami at Buffalo. Okay, let's give a one-hand clap here. A bravo here for Adam Gase. He's had a good season. Now you got Matt Moore, but you're going against the Bills, and they have one of the best rush offenses in the NFL. And if Rex Ryan wants to keep his job for another year and GM Doug Whaley, they got to win today. They're at Buffalo. It's going to be cold. Miami has had a history of not playing well in the cold weather. Take the Bills on this one, but only by a field goal because I think Matt Moore will be able to do just enough to make this a football game. Atlanta at Carolina. Okay, now this one isn't easy at all. Let's think about this for a second. Carolina's feeling good, confident off that win against the Redskins on Monday Night Football. The Falcons blew out the 49ers, which any team can do right now. Listen, I like the Falcons. I really do, but I don't love them. And Carolina has a good home field advantage right now in the last couple of games. If Ron Rivera wants to keep his job, if Cam Newton wants to snap out of it, show some confidence, and remember, it's Christmas in Carolina, and that's when Cam Newton flourishes. I'm going to go with the upset, and I'm going to take the Carolina Panthers to take down the Atlanta Falcons. And for all the kids that are going to be sitting in the first row, football's for everybody. Take the Panthers. Tennessee at Jacksonville. Okay, finally, our nationwide nightmare is over. Gus Bradley fired. Fired. I mean, what else can you say about a guy who has 48 losses and he only has 14 wins? I mean, that's sickening to me. You have to go with the Tennessee Titans on this one. Jacksonville is a joke. Blake Bortles can't throw the broadside of a barn. He's looking like Chad Pennington 2.0. Take the Titans in this one. San Diego at Cleveland. Okay, so Robert Griffin III is, the quarterback of Cleveland. Okay, that's enough said right there. I don't care if Terrell Pryor's back. Hell, I don't even care if they bring back the great Ozzie Newsome for one day. I don't care. Cleveland is going to go 0-15. I'm going to go Phillip Rivers. But if the Browns can win, then that should be a gift to Hugh Jackson, who I think is actually one of the best coaches out there and has given nothing to use. And the injuries have just been a problem for them, but let's see what they can do. I'm going to go with the Chargers on this one. New England and the Jets. Okay, simple. 2 words, Tom Brady. Enough said. I don't care who's playing the quarterback for the Jets. I don't care if you get Joe Namath out of retirement or Ken O'Brien. I don't care. The Jets are a joke. Their coaching's a joke. Their GM's a joke. They're a joke. They're a circus show. Go with the Patriots on this one. Minnesota at Green Bay. Okay, go Pack, go. That's a lot of people have been saying here. The Vikings got absolutely bludgeoned 34-6 last week. Green Bay's feeling it right now. They came off that big win over the Bears, 30-27. They're going to have that home field advantage. No Adrian Peterson. You got to go with the Packers on this one because if they want to prove that they are a team to be in fear of going into the playoffs, they got to win this game today. It's not going to be easy, but I think the Packers will win by 10 points. Indianapolis at Oakland. Simple. Raiders. I don't care if Andrew Luck goes out there, throws 4 touchdown passes. They have no running game, a terrible defense, and Derek Carr is going to go off today. It should be a lot of fun. Merry Christmas, Raider fans. Go with the Raiders. 49ers at the Rams. What? The 49ers at the Rams. Did I read that correctly? Oh my goodness. Well, if you're going to actually watch this, I guess, or if you want to take a look at it, maybe Ram fans are excited to see what Jared Goff can do against the worst defense in the National Football League. Jared, this is a gimme. This is your stocking stuffer. Go with the Rams. By a field goal, by a safety. I don't care if they win by one stinking point. I don't care. This game is unwatchable. It's pointless. But I'm going to take the Rams on this one. Tampa Bay and New Orleans. Okay, yeah, Tampa Bay fell apart. I like their defense, I really do, but Jameis Winston made some big mistakes last week against a decent defense with Dallas. What do you think they're going to have problems with Drew Brees? Drew Brees, who has actually been one of the best quarterbacks this year, has over 28 touchdowns or more. He has been one of the best for a reason. He is going to the Hall of Fame for that reason. They love to play at home. They're dominant at home. I'm going to go with the New Orleans Saints on this one to take down the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Sorry, Bucs. Maybe next year. Arizona at Seattle. 12th man, 12th man, 12th man. Any other questions? Arizona's done. Carson Palmer needs to go. They need to rebuild this, even though I do believe that David Johnson is the next big superstar of the National Football League. I got to go with Seattle on this one. Cincinnati, Houston. All right, Christmas Eve football. And a time for all children to sit around the fire, turn on the flat screen, and watch Marvin Lewis lose again at Houston. I tell you this right now, Marvin Lewis is an absolute disaster when he goes against Houston. And it doesn't matter who the quarterback is. Think about it. He's lost to T.J. Yates, Brian Hoyer. He's lost to so many quarterbacks at Houston, it's not even funny. Bill O'Brien going back into his bag of tricks again. Tom Savage, get ready. That's going to be a lot of fun to see. I'm going to take Houston on this one. So Merry Christmas, Houston. Baltimore and Pittsburgh. Ah, yes. Yes. The brutal, bruising nastiness of Baltimore and Pittsburgh. That steel curtain, though, it's not there anymore. But the defense has been playing a lot better for Pittsburgh over the last couple of weeks. Artie Burns has been really stepping up in the cornerback spot, and he might be pretty good on that deep ball coverage. Now, keep in mind, Baltimore doesn't have the best receivers out there. Dennis Pitta, though, is third in tight ends with touchdowns. So watch out for Pitta. I think this is going to be a close game. I think it's going to come down to a Chris Boswell field goal. I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers on this one. Home field advantage, terrible towel, and get it ready. I'm going to go Pittsburgh. Denver and Kansas City. Okay, so the Chiefs, they got shocked last week. I think they shocked the entire nation. Seriously, I think I had like a sandwich in my hand, and it dropped. It looked like one of those movie scenes where everybody just looks up at the TV and absolute shock, and that's what it looked like. But the Chiefs are going to come back to life here. Denver is going to be without T.J. Ward and their two tight ends, Virgil Green and A.J. Derby, both out in this game. You got to go with the Chiefs on this one. Tyreek Hill had a great game last time. Versatility on special teams, running game, and passing game. Go with the Kansas City Chiefs on this one. They need this one badly because if they lose this one, they're in a lot of trouble heading into the playoff picture. And, of course, we got one more left here. Detroit at Dallas. All right, I'm just going to say it. I want Detroit and Green Bay battling for the NFC North. Okay, I'm just going to flat out say it. I'm selfish. That's fine. Send me a lump of coal if you want to, Detroit fans. I don't care. Dallas Cowboys. You looked good last week. Dak Prescott, you looked good. Offensive line looked amazing. Ezekiel Elliott, over $150 again. He's going to do it again. He's going to get that opportunity at MVP again. And Jason Garrett already said, I'm not resting anybody in this game. They're going with the starters, and watch out for David Irving off that right side. He had a good game last week. What do you think he's going to do against that Detroit front line, especially that right tackle? That's been one of their weakest spots over the NFL season. That'll do it here for the Week 16 Red Zone Picks. If you got any comments or concerns, I want you to go to www.speaker.com/user/Jake Turner Show. We'll be back for Week 17 of the Red Zone Picks. Good luck, football fans, and to all of you out there, I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas, a Happy Football Day, and make it epic. We'll see you next time on the Red Zone Picks.